On Saturday, April 5th, 2025, I checked heritage units and noticed that NJT 4101, the NJ heritage unit, was on the Pascack Valley line, and was supposed to be on there all day long. For me, from personal experience, it's usually easiest to see those heritage units on the weekends because they usually stick to one line. So if you see one spotted on the PVL early in the morning, it's almost guaranteed to come back at some point later in the day. Anyway, I quickly got ready to go and headed up to Westwood despite the poor weather conditions that were going to torment me all day long.
150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Immediately after I got to Westwood, the gates were already coming down as the 3 p.m. train to Spring Valley, number 2115, arrived in the station. In the lead was GP40PH-2B number 4204, built in April 1969 and turning 56 this month. I didn't bring my umbrella because I thought it was going to slow me down, but I ended up regretting that because me and all my equipment got soaked, but that's a price I'm willing to pay for some classic EMD power. Unfortunately, my location meant that I couldn't get down to the platform in time to see the train leave. Even if I had made it, the camera was already soaked and I didn't want to cause water damage to a $500 camera for a shot that would be out of focus anyway, so. The original Westwood Station depot was built back in the late 1860s and opened on March 4, 1870 as part of the New Jersey and New York Railroad. The original station was demolished in 1932 after the Erie Railroad sparred against the borough of Westwood for 25 years to get their permissions to build a new station. The current depot was opened on November 13, 1932. It was passed down from Erie to the Erie-Lackawanna and then to Conrail while it operated NJ DOT-funded commuter services, and it was finally passed down to NJ Transit upon its creation in 1983. The station was added to the United States National Register of Historic Places on January 28, 2020. While waiting for our next train, several emergency vehicles passed by with lights and sirens active. This would be a common scene for today for some reason. I guess there must have been a lot of people calling 911 in Westwood. Our next train is an express train from Hoboken to Spring Valley, number 2117, skipping most of the stops along the PVL, including us. It only stopped at Hoboken, Secaucus, Pearl River, and Nanuet before reaching Spring Valley. In the lead is Alstom PL42AC 4031, built in December 2004 and the second to last unit in the class, roaring past at 40 miles an hour. About 30 minutes later, another set of headlights pops up on the horizon. This train is the same set I saw after I first arrived at 3 o'clock, now with Comet 5 cab car number 6010 in the lead as they run back to Hoboken as train 2118. Finally, 2 minutes behind schedule at 5 p.m., train number 2119 arrives with GP40PH-2B4203 for power. I recorded this unit in push mode on March 8th at Oradell, so it was nice to see it leading for a change. And that restricted K5LA sounds a lot louder than it seems when you're right next to it. Just gonna say thank you to my dad for standing further up the platform and recording a YouTube short for me. After 4101 didn't show up again, I moved locations to Newbridge Landing to shorten the wait time for the next train out of Hoboken. Unfortunately, I forgot which direction Hoboken was as I got disoriented since I've never been here before. This resulted in 4101 sneaking up behind me while I was too close to the tracks, so I had to move, which caused the camera lens to get wet, and then the tripod to be lopsided. Whoops. Still caught it. Better than going home empty-handed anyway. Now, since it was my last catch after several hours waiting in the cold and rain, and it was a heritage unit, this absolutely warranted running down the platform like an absolute foamer to get it leaving. Sadly, the shots weren't too great because of the weather and my dumb mistake not to double check which way the train would come from, but I mean, hey, there's always next time. And that's going to be a wrap for this video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And may God bless you, and have a good day.